So that was a tune called Here I'll Stay by Kurt Weill. And now I'm going to continue with a tune with my piano player, Andre Bernier. So, but first.
But Justine, if I could just interrupt one quick second, because we got to do a little business here. We are in the middle of our pledge drive. This incredible talent that you're listening to this morning, all of the things we do here at WDNA are donor supported. And we're in the middle of our pledge drive now, and we have been given a goal, and I think it's an easily reachable goal, especially with Justine Garcia and this great group. We want to raise $1,200 for the station in the next hour. That is going to be our target goal. And of course, your contribution now will help us to reach our program goal and continue to bring you quality broadcasts every week. Justine Garcia, Andre Bernier, the great Marty Quinn, and many, many others. So do what you can to help us to keep this music alive here. Call us now at 305-662-8889. You can also give online at WDNA.org. But let's reach that goal of $1,200. And I tell you what, if somebody wants to call in and give $2,000, you can have this trio in your home for a nice gig this weekend. So how about that, okay? We'll have to work out the details of that, but let's make that happen. Now, Ms. Garcia, what's the next song this morning?
So thank you so much. So the next song is a song that Andre and I put together. It's this concept that we've been working on where we play a lot together, which is an amazing experience, and we've gotten to know each other's habits and tendencies. So to try to break out of that, we've been working on some more experimental stuff for us. So this is a medley we put together called But Beautiful Love. Love is funny, or it's sad. It's a good thing, or it's bad. Love is quiet, or it's mad, but beautiful. Beautiful to take a chance, and if you fall, you fall. And I'm thinking I wouldn't mind at all. Love is tearful, or it's gray. Love's a problem, or it's play. It's a heartache either way, but beautiful. And I'm thinking, if you were mine, I'd never let you go. But that would be so beautiful. Beautiful love, you're all a mystery. Beautiful love, what have you done to me? I was contented till you came along, filling my soul with your song. Beautiful love, you're all of paradise. Searching for love, my dream to realize. Searching for heaven, depending on you. Beautiful love, you make my dream come true. Beautiful love, you are a mystery. came along, filling my soul with your song. Beautiful love, you are a paradise, searching for love, a dream to realize, searching for heaven, depending on you. Beautiful love, you make my dreams come true. Do 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 do. Ba da do do da do ba da do. Ba da 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 do do. Ba da do 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 da da do da do da da do ba da da. Ba da ba da da do da da. Ba da da do da da. Beautiful love, you're all a mystery. Beautiful love, what have you done to me? I was contented till you came along, filling my soul with your song. Beautiful love, you are a paradise, searching for love, our dream to realize, searching for heaven, depending on you. Beautiful love, you make my dreams come. You make my dreams come. You would make my dreams come true. If you were mine, I'd never let you go. And that would be so beautiful. I know. Thank you.
Justine Garcia, Andre Bernier. That's a nice medley of tunes there. But Beautiful and Beautiful Love together. Great job, guys. You're listening to this music, of course, on listener-supported WDNA. And I'm here right now with music supporting Marty Quinn, the great jazz teaching assistant at the University of Miami. Marty, thanks for coming out this morning.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
You sound great on the first tune. I know we're going to work you back into the rotation here, but I'm glad you're joining me in the booth. Help us a little bit with our pledge drive this morning.
Sure. So my name is Marty Quinn. I'm a grad student at the University of Miami right now, and you are listening to listener-supported WDNA. We're in the middle of our fall fund drive, and your gift now is essential as we raise funds needed to pay for programs such as the Frost Jazz Hour, which gives wonderful opportunities to students in Miami. Your contribution now translates into quality music every day. Please support your listening by donating now at WDNA.org or call us at 305-662-8889.
That's right. Thank you so much, Marty. Our goal is to raise $1,200, of course, by the end of the program, and I know we can do that. and we've got so much more wonderful music. But I wanted to take a minute and have everybody just kind of meet Justine. She is the pride of Miami. So welcome to the program, Justine Garcia.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm very excited to be here.
So you are a senior at the Frost School of Music.
Yes, I'm a senior now.
And you study with Dr. Kate Reed.
Yeah.
And you're performing in which vocal ensemble this semester?
I'm in Extensions. This
Extensions,
semester.
the top group. That's
Yeah.
great. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about that experience.
In Extensions?
Yeah.
Yeah, Extensions has been incredible. So it's an intimate group. We have, I think, 6 people, and 3 girls, 3 guys, and we're all in individual voice parts. And yeah, it's been such an amazing experience working with all these incredible musicians who I have such immense amounts of respect for. And, you know, the music, it's crazy, like, how much I've already learned technique-wise, like, how to, you know, manipulate my voice to, like, match my, you know, my partners. And yeah, it's just been, like, such a blessing and really uplifting for my senior year.
That's great. That's great. And I know you also are a very good band leader, because I've seen all the different groups that you've worked with when you're hiring the musicians to perform with you. And Andre, of course, is one of our favorites.
Yeah.
And a wonderful vocal accompanist.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
The next piece of music is an original composition of yours. So tell us a little bit about your compositional style.
Well, this is a jazz ballad I wrote, and I actually wrote this one in my sophomore year of college, and I wrote it because it's called A Charismatic Kind of Quirky, and I wrote it because Andre and I were actually having a conversation one day about someone who was, like, peculiar but in a really endearing and charming way. And so I don't remember, I think Andre had used the term or something, charismatic kind of quirky, and I was like, oh, that's a really cool, like, just set of words. So I wrote a tune based on that.
Okay, that's great. And we're going to hear that now,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much for coming to the program.
Thank you for having me.
And we'll talk a little bit later in the show as well. I want to talk about your plans upon graduation and things like that.
Absolutely.
But right now, we just want to hear you sing. All right, how about a hand for Miss Justine Garcia? And while she gets back up to the bandstand, I just want to remind everybody we are in the middle of our pledge drive, and some people have been calling this Throwback Thursday. I resemble that remark. Your sustained contribution of $7 a month is an investment in your daily relationship with WDNA. And we should all have a daily relationship with WDNA. This is where jazz lives in South Florida. We have a very special thank you gift. It's a brand new gift, but we're calling it vintage. We have designed a throwback t-shirt to remember the good old days of the 1980s. We have a retro t-shirt designed from the late 80s that just looks as cool now as it did back then. It's a black t-shirt featuring the logo that was used in the 80s with palm trees and, of course, a classic FM radio. We have a limited amount of these shirts, so don't miss out. For a contribution of $84, which is just $7 a month, you can have one of these throwback shirts and a subscription to Downbeat Magazine for a year. And Downbeat Magazine is a wonderful magazine where you see things like award-winning high school jazz vocal performer Justine Garcia from 2015. And of course, all of these wonderful musicians, now that they're in college, going to be winning lots of college Downbeat awards. So for $84, you get all of that. And for $1,200, we get this entire program. So we're grateful to everybody. Call in now at 305-662-8889. Right now, back to some more music with Justine Garcia on the Frost Jazz Hour.
Engulfed in the scent of old cigarettes, she emanates a wisdom in her stride. It's the dimples on her smiling face I can't seem to navigate, so captivating all the while. Why do her words cradle my breath and illuminate the night sky? It's a charismatic kind of quirky, makes my vision start to blurry every time she passes me by. Effortlessly, with her smile, she could ignite a room, and her laugh, it is the sweetest golden hue. And her eyes, those daring eyes, are the kindest shade of blue, though they're tinted with the faintest hints of gloom. I wonder what befalls the lady in white with a heart of gold, the pain and all the secrets it must hold. And if she were mine to hold and tell all her fears, I would dispel that charismatic kind of quirky girl. With her smile, she could ignite a room, and her laugh, it is the sweetest golden hue. And her eyes, those daring eyes, are the kindest shade of blue, though they're tinted with the faintest hints of gloom. I wonder what befalls the lady in white with the heart of gold, the pain and all the secrets it must hold. And if she were mine to hold and tell, then all her fears I would dispel. If only I were half as worthy as the girl who makes my vision blurry, charismatic kind of quirky girl.
Yeah, really nice. Really nice. Original composition by Miss Justine Garcia. I want to reach out really quickly to the Frost community here that's so much a part of WDNA. You know, this amazing hour has always brought many talents from across South Florida, the country, and the entire world. These weekly performances are free and open to the public, and they're a great opportunity for students. Musicians gain exposure to local and global audiences via WDNA's live broadcasting and the live video streaming that we do here. Maybe you've seen or heard one of your sons or daughters performing on WDNA. Well, please know that that listener and viewer-supported support powers this community service. We know you're proud of your sons and your daughters' accomplishments. We are too. And we know that you stream them to see these live performances. Invest in WDNA and help to maintain this community service for more students and performers to come. Make your first ever donation to WDNA by calling us at 305-662-88 8889 or contributing online at WDNA.org. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes after these brief messages, so stay tuned for Justine Garcia, Andre Bernier, and mighty Marty Quinn on the Frost Jazz Hour. We're back this morning on the Frost Jazz Hour, having a great time listening to the music of Justine Garcia, and we're in the middle of our pledge drive, so we're trying to incorporate all of these things together. We're calling this Throwback Thursday, and because of that, I've been asked to give a little history of WDNA. We have this fabulous studio, and I hope everyone comes by and hears these great musicians, especially every Thursday on the Frost Jazz Hour. If you haven't been to the gallery here at 2921 Coral Way, I highly recommend it. It's a wonderful place to hear incredible music and incredible young musicians like Justine Garcia as their careers are taking off. But a long time ago, this radio station used to broadcast from a tiny little trailer that was in Homestead, Florida. And the broadcasts use 8-track tapes. Justine, 8-track tapes were an old medium. Well, we'll talk about that later. The program hosts would record their shows at their houses, and then they would drive down to Homestead, get in the trailer, and broadcast them to the 14 people that could reach the airwaves back then. We've just grown so far. So much has been happening since then, and all of that growth is listener-supported and listener-sponsored, and we are eternally grateful for the services that we can provide to the community that has been so supportive, and we do hope that you continue to support our listener-funded things here at WDNA. Ms. Garcia?
Hi, I'm Justine Garcia, and this is listener-supported WDNA. This is our fall fund drive. Your gift now is essential as we raise funds needed to pay for programs such as Frost Jazz Hour. Your contribution now translates into quality music every day. Please support your listening by donating now at WDNA.org or 305-662-8889.
Thank you so much. And that kind of funding and that kind of support is what allows us to bring great musicians like Justine Garcia and her group. Ms. Garcia, what's next on the program this morning musically?
We're going to be doing, Marty and I, my bass player, we're going to be doing a tune called Those Clouds Are Heavy You Dig.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much for stopping by. What a great talent. This group is great, a lot of fun to like and listen to, and all listeners supported. So let's get back to some programming. This is Marty Quinn and Justine Garcia on the Frost Jazz Hour.
Once upon a time, a little cloud, gathered her friends together and began to say out loud, friends, we can't find God, isn't it odd? And they all agreed it was very odd indeed to blow up out the sky like a brainless seed. Something's really gonna ride when older clouds oversimplify. When they say it's just another day, it's imperative we be somewhat more truly demonstrative when becoming provocative. Our parents neglect God, it's true. While their world is askew, they go about bickering and dream of possessing things as if they own us too and own all that we do. But they can't understand just how foolish it is to build a house on sinking sand. And when we cry, they say, oh my, you'll grow out of it soon and start singing a grown-up's tune. So the clouds made a vow, since the grown-ups had lost God somehow, they would pick something out that would keep them aware, something to take with them anywhere, like a lock of hair or a pear. Not an animal nor too big, so the little ones looked around and up and down and in and out and came up with a list. They had a feathery razors and strings, pockets and penknives and pieces of things that they found in their pockets to spare, and which they began to compare. But the shiniest objects, when looking them over, the thimble was brightest, so they decided the thimble was brightest for taking along, knowing God was staying long and in there every day. They knew where to find their peace of mind, playing a game of tag or fame. They simply had to call out the thimble's name. Then one day the smallest cloud took a big fall and knocked the thimble from her hand. And God turned to sand. Just then a wise old woman cloud happened along, and she asked the little cloud, what's wrong? And the little cloud replied, God's gone. But the older cloud knew right away, so she said to the little cloud, here's your thimble, I found it today. Thank you.
Justine Garcia and mighty Marty Quinn on the bass, leader of the concert jazz band. Well, from my point of view, the bass player is always the leader of that. So, but you know, Marty is an integral part of our community at the Frost School of Music, and so many things does he do. So many great musicians does he play with, and so many things he's involved in. Eli Feingold's wonderful rehearsal band that he's got on Fridays, and Marty's just really blended into our community, both at Frost and at South Florida, so well. So come check out the great Marty Quinn as he's playing with so many wonderful musicians, including Andre Renier and Justine Garcia. We are in the middle of our pledge drive. Our goal for this morning is $1,200, or as Marty once said, $1,200. However you want to add those together, it comes out to listener-supported radio and the fact that we need those contributions. So call us at 305-662-8889 or go online to WDNA.org and pledge your support now. We've got so many great giveaways. Actually, one of the most popular giveaways that we usually have is from the Betsy Hotel. They do a wonderful job of supporting us. And they've got a couple of things here. If you contribute anything, your name goes in the hat for a grand prize drawing. And the grand prize drawing is a 2-night stay at the Betsy. Along with that 2-night stay at the Betsy Hotel out on South Beach, you receive a $100 gift certificate to the LT Steak and Seafood Restaurant and a deep tissue massage for 2 at the Wellness Garden and Spa right there at the Betsy. I mean, how can you lose with that? If you have any kind of contribution to our show this morning, you will go into the grand prize drawing for that. So call us and support these wonderful musicians and everything we do here at WDNA. Ms. Garcia, what's next on the program?
We're going to continue with a tune called Isfahan.
Ah, great. Isfahan, Justine Garcia and her group. Really, really nice. You know, all of this music, of course, is listener-supported and listener-sponsored, and we are in the middle of our pledge drive. We've got a goal this morning of $1,200, and we're hoping that people can call in to 305-662-8889 and make their contribution and continue this wonderful community service that we all provide here at WDNA. Another couple of things I wanted to let you know about. We've got our Throwback Thursday T-shirts. We've got some West Coast Jazz CD giveaways. And, of course, anyone who contributes is in the running for the grand prize drawing, that two-night stay at the Betsy Hotel. And, you know, everything that we do here continues. Each week on the Frost Jazz Hour, we have a great lineup of talent. Justine Garcia and her group this week. Next week, the great Brian Lynch will be here with his artist ensemble. Are you in that, Andre? Andre's not in that. Okay. Sorry. Well, But tune in anyway. Brian has a wonderful group that he performs with. I want to play in that band because basically it's like playing with the Brian Lynch Ensemble. Great music and great leadership, and just the history of Brian and what he knows and who he's played with. It's an honor to have him as a colleague and a faculty member at Frost. So he'll be here with his artist ensemble. Unfortunately, I will not be here next week. I'm very proud to say, though, that members of the Frost Sextet and I are going to Vietnam. We're leaving in the morning, and we're going to represent the Frost School of Music at a very special series of functions in Vietnam and Cambodia for the next 10 days. And so we're going to have a lot of stories about that when we get back. But my friend and colleague Tim Smith will be here at the reins and getting us through next week's performance with the Brian Lynch Artist Ensemble. And the next week, 2 weeks from today, a new group in our program, the Collective, the Composers Collective. John DeVersa has brought this into our small group program. It's a wonderful addition where all of the students are kind of co-collaborating. Co-collaborating? Is that a... Yeah, okay. Well, they all get together and they've designed this music together, and it's the Diversa Composers Collective. It's a lot of fun, a lot of great musicians, and they'll be here 2 weeks from today. On October the 18th, Carlos Puig will be back with his group. That's always a lot of fun. And we'll round out the month of October with the Errol Rakipov Odd Times Ensemble, which is a very challenging group, and a lot of people have a lot of fun in that. And Errol is just a wonderful musician and a wonderful educator, and it's always fun to have him on the program. We're in the middle of our pledge drive, so call in now with your support. And Ms. Garcia, what's going to be the next piece this morning?
So our last tune was a Billy Strayhorn tune, and we're going to continue with another one, a classic ballad called Lush Life.
Oh, excellent.
I used to visit all the very gay places, those come what may places, where one relaxes on the axis of the wheel of life, to get the feel of life, through jazz and cocktails. The girls I knew had sad and sullen gray faces with disengaged races. Used to be there, you could see where they'd been washed away by too many through the day. 12 o'clock tales. Then you came along with your siren song to tempt me to madness. I thought for a while that your poignant smile was tinged with the sadness of a great love for me. But I was wrong again. I was wrong. Life is lonely again, but only last year everything seemed so sure. Now life is awful again, a trough full of hearts could only be a bore. A week in Paris could ease the bite of it. All I care is to smile in spite of it. I'll forget you, I will, and yet you are still burning inside my brain. Romance is mush, stifling fresh life in some small dive, and there I'll be while I rot with the rest of those whose lives are lonely too. Thank you.
Justine Garcia, Andre Bernier, really, really nice guys. Really, really enjoyed that.
So this is our last tune. Marty and I actually were on a gig the other day with our friend Diego, and we played I'll Remember April, and we came up like with an arrangement on the spot, and it was super fun, so I thought I would bring that in here. This lonely day will lengthen into evening. We'll say goodbye to all we've ever had. Alone, where we have walked together, I'll remember April and be glad. I'll be content. You loved me once in April. Your lips were warm, and love and spring were new. I'm not afraid of autumn and her sorrow. I'll remember April and you. The fire will dwindle into glowing ashes, for we can love such a little while. I won't forget and I won't be lonely. I'll remember April and smile. So This lonely day will lengthen into evening. We'll say goodbye for such a little while. Alone where we have walked together, I'll remember April and be glad. I'll be content you loved me once in April. Your lips were warm and love and spring were new, but I'm not afraid of autumn and her sorrow. I'll remember April and you. The fire will dwindle into glowing ashes, for we have loved for such a little while. I won't forget and I won't be lonely. I'll remember April. I'll remember April. I'll remember April and smile. I'll remember April and I'll smile. I'll smile. I'll smile. I'll smile. Thank you.
We're out. How about a hand one more time for this great band?
Thank you.